Hello, Flark here with another battle video. So, gonna be playing against a new opponent here in the Battle Park Remote Discord League. So, Battle Park's a great server if you're not part of it. And we're gonna be doing some Sinister Cup. This is match 2 of the tournament. So, I won match number 1. And I won it with a team that's like 3 iterations ago. So, not even entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with this one, but we'll see. So, the pick I'm most sketchiest on for myself is Empoleon. I no longer run it, and I feel it works a little weird, a little strangely on my team. I thought I could drop Poliwrath for it because they both do like water type damage, but it's not the same. Poliwrath's way better for me. So I'm just gonna try to see if Empoleon makes any sense against this team. Pretty good against the Steelix. Loses to Earthquake. Against Marowak, I mean, gets wrecked by Bone Club. Even against Lugia, it honestly resists a lot of things from Lugia. I'm not sure if it dies to Sky Attack, but can probably do a decent chunk to it. And Dusclops, I think it's just a big tanky boy versus a guy doing waterfall. So, I mean, they're both neutral. So, I think Empoleon seems a little on the sketchy side. Haunter seems pretty risky against the Lugia, but otherwise seems to be all right. Let's see. I'm going to take a closer look here at a couple of other things. So we have here, I believe. Didn't get the Bastiodon. My naming convention isn't quite accurate here. Stone Edge Flamethrower. Ha, there he is. Okay. We'll get this copied and jump into the clipboard, and there we go. Okay, cool. Now I've got the team saved. I changed my Bastiodon's name because I decided to pump him up a bunch. So, yeah. Okay. So, just going to jump back over real quick. One sec. So, yes, thank you, dog, for making noise in my video background. Appreciate it, as always. So, Medicham looks pretty good against the opposing Medicham, the Poliwrath, and probably the Steelix and nothing else. So, Marowak looks good against Steelix and maybe the opposing Marowak. It really doesn't look that great. Steelix looks solid against, 3 maybe? Yeah, 3-ish. Lugia, Steelix, Dusclops. Maybe Marowak a little bit, depending on the moveset. Bastiodon can do work against Lugia, Marowak, Dusclops. Really, I don't have anyone that does good against 4. So I'm going to have to try and run a balanced lineup here. I think the Empoleon is honestly, it's pretty fringe, but I feel like it could do okay. I'm just gonna try it, honestly, I want more experience with Empoleon. I rotated it out pretty quickly after not liking it. So I'm just gonna try and find an excuse to run it. So this isn't necessarily the winning move, this is the learning move. So that's what we're doing, it's practice. This is an unranked tournament, so that doesn't impact me at all. We'll go with Empoleon. I would say, what does Haunter do for me? It can beat a Steelix. It pretty well craps on the Marowak and the Dusclops and can beat Medicham. So I think Haunter is just going to have to come in, and the Lugia will just try and deal with that some other way. So maybe we'll do... we need a way to deal with Poliwrath. It's almost certainly coming in, and both of these don't. So we almost just need a Medicham to line up with the Poliwrath, and then we kind of take it from there. I'm often finding this whole Empoleon Haunter sort of thing seems to be what I want to do. I want to run both of them in the same team, but they inherently don't synergize because they don't shield. They both need shields, and it doesn't really work. So I think I want to drop one. I'm going to drop the Empoleon for Steelix and see how it goes. And lead Haunter. I'm going to lead Haunter for sure. Okay, so we'll just try that. We'll see how it goes. Challenge expired. My bad. I'm just going to send again. That was a big analysis yikes there, so... All right. So good 5 minutes of analysis there. Pretty good. Pretty standard Flark stuff there. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, what was it? It was Haunter, Steelix, Medicham. I think, yeah. I need a fighter to deal with some of the tanks. And to deal with the Poliwrath. I feel like the Steelix is kind of on anti-tank duty, which honestly probably should be Empoleon's job. So I just don't know if Haunter and Empoleon really go on the same... Yeah, lock emoji. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I just don't know, like... Haunter and Empoleon seem to complement each other well, but they don't. But they both use a ton of shields for each other, so it's really tough to like. It's really tough to make that work. Now, I could have stayed in there with Haunter and went for the Shadow Claw bait, and then did the Shadow Claw into Shadow Ball, and it does kill Poliwrath. The problem is I don't know if I need Haunter for an opposing. Honestly, I don't know. Psychic type or something. This is a pretty decent matchup, I would say. I mean, it's not decent. Like, I'm not happy with this, but I did get the Power Up Punch off on a relevant target. I would not want to Power Up Punch the Marowak, but I do want to Power Up Punch the Poliwrath, right? And then if there's a Bone Club here, I'm pretty happy. Okay, just Shadow Ball. That's fine. So here what I can do, because the Marowak is so low, I can farm it down with a Shadow Claw. I'm up one shield, and I can try to just go crazy with the Haunter here. So now the Poliwrath is not going to be as happy with this. Like if this is Dynamic Punch, if this is Ice Punch, I'm sad. So I probably shield because the opponent sort of jumped in there with a charge move, like, oh, I'm coming in with a charge move, you know? And that to me spells like... That to me seems like I'm coming in deliberately to hurt you, right? And so that just seems like something I want to shield. Like I'm coming in with something super effective. I'm gonna really mess you up here, as opposed to coming in with a different pick that's like, hey, I'm kind of limping in with somebody. I'm kind of building up some energy. It's a pretty good matchup. I'm just kind of hanging out. So yeah, that worked out really well for us. So GG Haunter. And then this is an easy Shadow Ball. Come on, please. Oh, yes. Go Gadget Shadow Claw. That is insane right there. Shadow Claw is so good. It just gets energy so fast. It's just nuts. So that was a Haunter carry for sure. The opponent is 100% going to bring Lugia now. I just can't. I can't see that not happening, because I think Lugia with the extra Sentry kind of hurts Haunter. But then again, it's a low damage move. Like, extra Sentry isn't Confusion, you know? It's just not the same. So I don't know the Lugia matchups. It's not a common enough Pokemon. Like, I haven't done a ton of research this meta. I've been kind of laid up with some injuries and stuff, so been taking it easy. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. So so we liked Haunter there, right? We can all say that we liked Haunter. And one big thing I think you have to think about in tournament play is, which I'm obviously not super trying to play to win here, but I'm trying my best. But definitely if you're trying to win 100%, you should think about what worked really well. Like what what worked to your advantage. So, like in this case, who seemed really, really good that game? Haunter. So what's the opponent probably going to do? Try to overcompensate for Haunter. Or maybe not overcompensate, but they'll at least respond to Haunter pretty strongly, right? So what picks does that leave them? Leaves them with a Steelix, kind of. A Lugia, maybe. I feel like it's tentative on the Lugia there. Like they can probably win in like the 2 shields or something. The Marowak can do it. The Dusclops doesn't have a great time with that. And, okay, guess we're resending again. Okay, so I'll just quit out. So, yeah, the opponent doesn't have, like, great answers to Haunter. So, I can sort of make 2 conclusions. One is that Haunter is going to be reacted to accordingly, right? Like, the opponent is probably going to bolster against Haunter. And the opponent doesn't have great options against Haunter. So, I'm obviously still going to bring it. But what I can try and do is adjust my other picks to accommodate for a Haunter adjustment. So, the opponent brought the, what was it? The Poliwrath, the Dusclops, and the Marowak. So no Steelix. Poliwrath, Dusclops, Marowak is pretty standard stuff there. And I had the... What did I have? Medicham to start? I think it was a Medicham to start. And I didn't even need my 3rd Pokemon at all. I think it was like a Steelix. And I just swapped in a Haunter and went crazy. So, or swapped out Haunter. It was a Haunter lead that I swapped out. Swapped in a Medicham as a safe switch. So, will my opponent punish that at all? I think Lugia punishes the Medicham. So, what I might want to do is lead with a Steelix. Have a... Lead with a Steelix. Have a Haunter as a safe switch, because if I switch Haunter in and the opponent switches Lugia in, I still don't get melted by confusion, but I have Shadow Claw leads. So I actually really like the Haunter as a swap in as well. I just need to change my lead to adjust for it. And then probably do a Steelix lead, and then or the opponent could do a Poliwrath lead. So I either lead Steelix or I lead Medicham. And then, I could just do Bastiodon. I mean, Bastiodon just kind of messes up the Marowak. It messes up the Lugia. It messes up Dusclops. I'm going to do Bastiodon. And then I am going to lead Medicham. So that regardless, I swap in the Haunter. I try and win whatever that is. I double shield Haunter. I power through it. Then I line up the Bastiodon against something it's good against. And then I line up the Medicham against whatever else, right? So this is basically like... Hopefully Medicham gets it. Okay, so hopefully Medicham gets the lead, right? That's what you always want. You want Medicham to get the lead. If Medicham doesn't get the lead, then the game's a little bit harder. I think I swap in Haunter, I double shield. Ooh, okay, interesting. So we both have Medichams. I don't really know how this matchup goes, but I think Double Psychic takes it. Oh, wow, it's an immediate power-up punch. So that's already a mistake from the opponent. Not going to be too critical about it, but you don't get any increase in counter damage from the first power-up punch, so you should at least bait up to the Psychic. So I am going to bait up to the Psychic and throw it. The opponent is probably going to shield, knowing that their Psychic will hit harder. Yep, there we go, and we win. I don't see the opponent winning this, so. We don't die to this Psychic here. So I can just go ahead and shield it. Then just keep on punching. Punch, 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 punch. Punch, 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 punch. Okay, and then throw the Psychic. That's just to build up extra energy, because I'm not taking a whole lot of damage from the counters. I don't know if I clearly explained. Wow, double shield. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna want to double shield this as well. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're at a CMP tie then on the psychic. And, yeah, I lose. I mean, I knew the opponent had CMP. I didn't think about it because he locked in after I did. Wow, I didn't realize I died of that. Well, you know what? It's okay. So we have a Haunter that's going to come in and just eat this Metacham, get a ton of energy, and then hopefully just double Shadow Ball for the win. So, yeah, that's the plan. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, feels good, man. All right. If it's a Lugia, I Shadow Ball it. If it's a Dusclops. Okay, so what I hope is there's no Poliwrath, okay? Because the opponent had a Metacham, I'm hoping there's no Poliwrath as well, right? I'm hoping there's not like two fighters. If there's just one fighter, okay, so we're really sad about this. That's pretty much how this works. So, this is going to have to happen eventually. I think the opponent throws a dynamic punch and one-shots me, pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. And then I should pretty much take out the Poliwrath here. And then I should pretty much take out the Dusclops here. And GG? I don't know. I don't know if Haunter kills Dusclops from his health. We'll see. Haunter does a lot of damage, though. Oh my god, incredible. Haunter is just such a baller, dude. Alright. That is just, like, so nuts that, So, let me try and unpack what I was saying there, because I was trying to focus on playing and commentating. So, the switch to Bastion on there was basically, like, I didn't want to dump a bunch of energy into... I didn't want to dump energy... I hate Haunter. Yeah. Lol, yep. Game 3? Or forfeit? Up to you. I'm down. So I had Haunter there, which is, you know, good, right? He got a bunch of energy from the previous fight. I could have blown up the Dusclops, okay? Like, I could have definitely blown up the Dusclops there. And always down for battles. Always good to hear. Cool. So I could have blown up the Dusclops there with a Shadow Claw, just thrown it out, you know? And then tried to farm up a Shadow Ball against the Poliwrath and kill the Poliwrath. However, what I liked about that is I was able to swap in Bastiodon around the time where a Shadow Punch would come in, right? Which means Dusclops is spending his energy. That's good. That means that the Shadow Punch threat against Haunter is not there. So later, if Haunter comes back in, he's good. Also, Bastiodon can... Bastiodon has some trouble with that because... even if Bastiodon runs into trouble against the Poliwrath, I know his Poliwrath has Dynamic Punch, so he can't just sit there and like slowly Power Up Punch me to death. What the opponent probably should have done, to be perfectly honest, is not immediately Dynamic Punched, right? That is what happened. The opponent was like, Dynamic Punch right away. What we should have done is bubble, 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 forever, get 100 energy, Dynamic Punch, then I now have to go against Dynamic Punch. His Poliwrath didn't reveal the other moves, so I don't know if it's Hydro, I don't know if it's Ice Punch, right? It's probably Hydro. And either way, I have to pretty much charge move him right away. I can't farm him. What I did, though, against that Poliwrath is I farmed him a little bit. I took a few bubbles, which helped me get to the second Shadow Ball against Dusclops. So that's kind of the story of that game, is a bunch of really critical like energy management stuff. Going against Haunter puts you on such a crazy clock, it's ridiculous. And so I don't want to let me whatever. I've done that point to death. Let me go to the team analysis real quick. So we had the Poliwrath Metacham Dusclops, right? So the double fighter. So I think because the double fighter didn't work, I'm going to try double tank, and then I'm going to Metacham the Poliwrath. So we go Metacham tank. We safe switch the Steelix if we need to, and we assume the opponent isn't going to go double fighter again because it didn't really work. The first strategy didn't really work. The second strategy didn't really work, although it was close. I think the opponent could run double fighter again, and I wouldn't blame them. I think it was a good idea. So here, I absolutely want to stick in and win this Metacham matchup, so I am going to want to double shield here. I would say shield. Yep, okay, cool. And then I am not sure why I'm going for the power-up punch. I should have just went for the psychic. Okay, cool. So we're just going to double psychic here. It's going to be fine. I also think I might have CMP. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, the opponent invested 2 shields. Is this a power-up punch again? We'll see. I'll just shield it. Why not? Okay, cool. It was a psychic, so we got him. Opponent is going to need to swap or be sad. And there we go. Wow, a little psychic bubble. Oh well, I'm powered up once, so it should kill. But okay, so there we go. So we got that matchup, and then here there's almost 100% chance we just swap in the Steelix regardless. Yeah. So we swap in the Steelix regardless. The reason is because we want the Polyrath to spend energy. The dynamic punch isn't going to kill us here. The bubble probably also won't kill us, and I think we get to the Earthquake, which eliminates this bad boy. Oh god, maybe we don't get there. Yep, we got to crunch. Okay. So we crunch. It's fine. The Polyrath got like 1 bubble off. They're probably going to get 2 to feint the Steelix. Yep, there it is. We bring out the Metacham again. We go for just power-up punches and stuff, really. Okay. Polyrath hurt us again, and it's a lot of rip. Fortunately, though, Metacham is very lethal against Polyrath, so what we have is a classic case where Polyrath had to spend energy immediately in order to delete the Metacham, which means he couldn't bank energy against the Bastiodon. Unfortunately, Bastiodon does like no damage to Polyrath, and he totally got to another one and he just swept me, so that's cool. I mean, I could have flamethrowered there and killed the Polyrath and seen the last Pokemon and died to it, but whatever, it's fine. So, I mean, I knew I didn't want to run double tanks against the opponent. I knew there was a good chance he just runs double fighter again. But at that point, I was just trying to see, like, you know, how likely is my opponent to switch off of a good strategy? Because I think the double fighter was a good strat. I just kind of got some bad beats in game 2. So I was curious if the opponent would sort of switch things up again or kind of stick to the tried and true. And it looked like they kind of stuck with a good old faithful line there. So very cool. Lead with Metacham and then have the Polyrath hanging out in the back. It's really good. So, yeah, GG's overall. 1, 2, lost 3, Metacham, Polyrath, and I legit don't remember the other one. Nah, I don't remember. Let's go over here. Cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit that and call it a day. But thanks for tuning in. Hope you found this helpful and all that. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And just, stick around for the next time. I'll see you later. Bye.